What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Nightreign walkthrough, and today we are starting the Duchess's Remembrance, and it happens to be the first time that we are using the Duchess, and it's not because I don't like the Duchess, but I guess for the earlier parts of the walkthrough, I just felt it was more fitting to use other characters. The Duchess can be a little bit tricky, but she is actually extremely strong as well, and we'll see more about that and talk more about that in the expedition. So we'll be fighting Gaping Jaw in this expedition. A little bit about her relics. I have the Knight of Miasma, gives her starting armament with Chilling Mist, but also empowers her if she inflicts Frostbite. This gives her starter dagger poison on it as well, so she can inflict poison on anything she attacks with her starting weapon, and also makes her more powerful if she inflicts poison. Gives her more FP as well, which is also good because she has very strong intelligence as well. And then this is the one that I purchased from the Jar Shop. And this gives her a skill attack power improvement, and also gives her +2 in Dex and +2 intelligence, which is also very important because those are two of her strongest stats that you can use. So these two are from bosses. These are boss relics, and this was one that I purchased from the shop. So all of these are guaranteed that I have. This is a very good build for her. Would recommend. But before we go into the expedition, we'll check out our journal real quick. And we only have one chapter since we've never used her before. So you have chapter 1, a letter from the Iron Menial, written shortly after the Duchess was summoned to the Round Table Hold. We have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. As priestess, you shall guide the Round Table Hold to victory over the Night Lord. I was chosen to assist you in whatever way I can. The garden is graced with beautiful flowers, and the study filled with rare books, new and old, by all manners of authors and on every subject fathomable. If I may ask, what are your preferences for meals? I will serve whatever you wish. One last thing, perhaps you'd be amicable to a change of attire. You're a righteous thief no longer. Now you are the honorable priestess of the Hold. So a little bit about her background, how she wound up at the Round Table Hold, and the Iron Menial taking care of her, and under her role as the priestess of the Round Table Hold. And as you can imagine, her story is intertwined with the Wilder story. You remember Wilder interacted quite a bit with her during his Remembrance as well, so we'll learn more about that interaction as we go. So we'll do Gaping Jaw. He's weak to poison. We've got poison on this starter weapon. I'm going to be doing this one solo. So away we go. All right, let's see. We got a church down here, and a cathedral, Everjail, and a church over here. So we'll probably hang out in this area for a bit for starters. And I'm probably going to prioritize getting a cave as well, because I'm going to stick with my starter weapon since it has frost and bleed on it, or frost and poison on it, I should say. And so you see the effect. She becomes invisible when she procs frost, which is quite nice. Makes it so the enemies don't really see you and they de-aggro to you. Her ult also makes you invisible for a period of time, which is quite nice because it works for your whole party if you're playing for co-op. So if someone goes down and you need to revive them, it is actually quite useful for resurrecting allies. Let's see. So a little bit about her skill. What it does is, I'll hit up this cathedral first, see if I get a stone sword key. What it does is it takes the cumulative amount of damage that's been incurred on an enemy for the last 3 seconds, and that includes damage dealt by your entire party, by the way, if you're playing co-op, and then it deals 50% of that damage again. So you can see how it stacks up enormously, especially if you use it right after, say right after a critical hit, or right after you get bleed or a status effect or something like that on an enemy. Enormous damage compounding as a result of her skill. So use it wisely and use it often. She also has a relic that automatically triggers her skill if you do a full dagger combo, and then it does not, it is in addition to your actual skill usage. So if that effect triggers from a full dagger combo, then it does not take away your ability to use the skill manually, which is very powerful. Let's see. I'm gonna go to the cave first. Also, we have the relic equipped that makes her skill more powerful. So instead of dealing 50% damage of all cumulative damage dealt over the last 3 seconds rather, it deals 60%, I believe is what it is. So quite useful. I'm gonna get this church down here and go on and do the cave, and then we'll do an Everjail. Also, don't forget that she has a double dodge. That's her passive. So she gets extra dodge frames as a result of that. Very useful. So we got a Black Knife Assassin down here. I'm not going to fight the Black Knife Assassin at level 2. But is an option for later. Looking for gold pickled foulfoots or something good. Nope. I don't really use Worming Stones. So I'm going to pass up that. Alright, so we'll go on and do the cave. It's doable at level 2. Might get us to level 3. And depending on where the circle lies is going to dictate where we head next. I'll probably prioritize an Everjail after this since I do have a Stone Sword key. So I'm going to start with the Frost and then just go to town. And then see I'm using that ability. It's dealing extra damage. If you have something that charges up the rate at which her skill charges up, also very useful to have. We get another combo. Whoop. Oh, yeah, it helps not to get smacked. But also got the poison on him, which is useful. All right, very nice. I'm going here and check for a smithing 1. Hopefully I get one. There it is. Not guaranteed they're going to get a smithing 1, but it often happens. Let's see. I'm going to check for a... Do I have a township on this map? Don't think so. I was kind of glancing quickly since I knew I needed to cancel out of the map to jump up here, but let me check again. Do we have a township? Township. No, it doesn't look like it, sadly. All right, so we'll level up. I need to get a merchant for... for my Winding Grace and also to level up my weapon. So I'll probably hit up one of the merchants at the castle. I'm not going to spend too much time at the castle because it's mostly out of the circle. And so Duchess is also very good at sorceries. So if you prioritize getting magic, that can help too, especially if you get a really good spell. The staff. Carrion Slicer works very well. You can actually do a build that centers around Carrion Slicer. If you equip a relic that increases the damage of Carrion sorceries. If you stack that like with the Everjail relic, that increases your attack power every single time you beat an Everjail, and you have Carrion Slicer and the Carrion damage increase relic. I mean, you can do serious damage with Carrion Slicer as a Duchess. Other sorceries work as well. If you get Shattered Crystal, that's also really good. I mean, even just a standard Glintstone Pebble. Oh, we have Crucible Castle. That's nice. That could be very useful for day 2. Can be very good. You get a good staff. Comet. Basically anything that... Oh, I don't have enough for a Winding Grace, so that's too bad. I'll head up to this Everjail right here. And then depending on the results of that, maybe scope out a couple bosses, field bosses. We'll see. We'll just have to see. Hopefully get to level 6 or 7 by the end of day 1. These guys are going to interfere with the fight. This is one of the worst ones to have. All right, definitely going to ult. She's just not, she does not have good crowd control. I'm just basically gonna be fighting these things 1v1. And while they all annoy me, I'm gonna run out of flask too. So this will take a couple attempts for sure, sadly. These guys are all just on me. Some of them. I think this is only a 10,000 rune Everjail too. So you see the restage there doing some work for me. Get out of the air, dude. Okay, well that went much quicker than I thought it would. Take the more runes from defeated enemies, that'll accumulate to over 10,000 over time. So definitely the right call there. Only got me to level 4 though. I wish I could go back to the lake and get that Black Knife Assassin. I can check out to see what some other field bosses are though. See if I can get one that's beatable at this point. Black Blade. No, not gonna work now. And check to see what the one up here is. We got a Flame Chariot camp. That's actually I can get some runes from that if the boss up here doesn't work. And so I'm not gonna target staffs. I'm not gonna go to rises or forts just to get staffs from the drops that are guaranteed from there. But if I do get something good from a boss, for example, I'll pick it up. Let's see, there should be a boss up here, and it is okay. I can take out a demi-human queen pretty quickly. I'm not gonna get very many runes for it, but whatever. So you see that restage there? Like, huge, enormous help. And enough for the level up while we're at it. See, Crystal Knife, attack power at full HP, reduced FP consumption. I'll take that just in case. I mean, it's not, I may or may not actually be using magic, but if I do get to the point where I am using magic, then it'll be extremely helpful. All right, take out these Flame Chariots. I'll be able to pick up a Winding Grace here too. All right, so I'm getting like 7,900 per. That's actually pretty good. And I might be able to buy a staff from the merchant. We'll see what the merchant has for sale. If he's got a good staff, I'm probably going to pick it up. Check out these bows, see if they got good passives. Improved sorceries could help. Okay, and we're safe for now. Let's see, pick up a Winding Grace. And what do you have for sale? Magic Glint Blade and Glint Blade Phalanx. Not super enthused about those, so I'm not gonna spend money on that. Right, there's the last chariot. Crap, you turn around. Alright, see what he drops. Group jump attacks. I'll take the hammer just in case I need to. I face an enemy that I need to break posture with. All right, got to level 6. Not great, not terrible. Spell casting speed. I mean, I'm getting all this stuff that will help if I end up using sorceries, but I'm not getting anything that I really. I mean, Glint Blade Phalanx. Could help. Yeah, it'll help. Let's see, I can get this church real quick. Fortunately, though, once I get it, I'm gonna have to climb back up, but I have a spirit spring right here, so we're good. Gold pickled foulfoot, nice. Oh, I gotta get in the storm though. So they did release a patch that increases the storm damage after night 2, but otherwise storm damage is the same as it was before. Pick out a few enemies here. So level 6 with a fully upgraded weapon, that's not bad. And I got some sorceries too. Let's see what we got here. Fire grease, not interested. There's gonna be a scarab up here, I believe. Maybe. Normally there is. Unless I'm... Okay. That's fine. All right, let's see what we got here. Duke's Dear Freya. Definitely need sorceries on this guy because he is annoying. I should have picked up some Starlight Shards as well. Oh well. If I did not have sorceries, I would have ulted to beat the Cemetery Shade because it's super annoying. Cemetery Shades can mess you up really quickly. All right, I'm actually going to ult and then just start off with a bunch of damage here. Oh yeah, the crap, I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to do my frostbite, but since I have a staff equipped. Whoops, I'm pressing the wrong button. I had a staff equipped, so I was not doing my frost attack. And this will help. Oh, the thing is all the spiders are in the way, so... Well, that also... I don't want to use my Winding Grace here, so I gotta be careful. See what this does to him. Oh, not bad. As long as it hits his head. Yeah, sometimes it misses. And it takes a lot of FP too. Yeah. Oh, I got hit by that. I wanted to hit him. Yeah, I missed him. Because that's his head to do damage. Oh well. So while he's doing this laser attack, that leaves his other head open. Oh, I keep on hitting the wrong button to the two-hand. So one of his heads is knocked off. Be very careful because I don't want to use a Winding Grace here. I'm still slow rolling because I'm stuck in the webs. A lot of user error in this encounter so far. I would love... There we go. I'm back to normal now. Okay, so I'm gonna frost him. I think he moved too far away for the restage to work. They need to heal. Gummit. I need to be more careful. Oh, geez. Yeah, I'm probably going to burn my Winding Grace here, unfortunately. Was not expecting to get jumped on top of. Come on, it's a pain to get around. Oh, that was awesome. Need to get more than one hit at a time, though. That'd be great. Ooh, that was close. Dude, I need you to turn around. There we go. Yeah, he's like in the storm. And now he's facing me with the head that I can't attack. There we go. I feel like I need to do one attack and then... Dadgummit. There goes the Winding Grace. Now I need to be careful not to just outright die. Alright, like a couple hits left. I'm going for the kill. Alright, not a ideal fight. But it is what it is. All right, I guess at this point, we'll go for the castle. Oh, come on. No, we do have Crucible Castle, so that'll be good for XP purposes. I'll be coming back to a merchant later to buy Starlight Shards, if I remember. See, I'll start out invisible. And do a Chilling Mist. Hellbearing Hunter, are you serious? Alright, well then. Crucible Knights it is. Oh, oh well. Oh, I did not know there was another one up here. Shield ones are not even worth it, in my opinion. They give you fewer runes and they take longer to kill. Get over here so I can pick up my perk, please. Thank you. And then leave me alone, preferably. Come over here. I do not want to be fighting your friend. Dadgummit. That's fine. We'll come back. Hopefully we've got a good castle inside the circle. Runes back. Oh, how did I get hit by that? How did I? One hit at a time. Here we go. Okay, take the physical attack power. Problem is I want to aggro this one without the other one. Nigh impossible to do. Oops. Okay, got him. That is the last of the spear ones. All right, very nice. So we could see what's on the rooftop. Gonna level up first though. Got a lot of runes. And it may or may not be feasible. I will make that judgment when we get there. There's a few bosses that I feel confident I'd be able to take out pretty efficiently. Others, not so much. I could probably do this one. We'll see. Ouch. And that again. All right, this will be an easy restage. And should be about done here. Not quite. Took the hip check. And pop the foul foot. And now we're done. All right, that was about as favorable of a rooftop boss as we could have gotten. Draconic Tree Sentinel would have been bad. Not really going to help me, but oh well. All right, got me to 13. Guess we can kill some additional Crucible Knights. At this one out here. Okay. Now there's another one over here. This could be a level 15 run, guys. I mean, the only downside is I've already used my Winding Grace, so... So yeah, you can see firsthand just how powerful this dagger setup can be. It's pretty insane, actually. There we go. Got him with the phalanx, so... This build is not like the best Duchess build possible, but it is getting the work done, so... I'd much rather have Carrion Slicer or like Shattering Crystal or something like that. But honestly, I can't really complain. I mean, there's not really a convenient grace for me to get to. So I'm just going to have to... Well, I want a grace to get my flasks back, but it's... Yeah. If I go now to that one, I'm going to... The storm will have closed in by then, most likely. I hesitated. If I can get there in time. I'm going to take a little bit of damage, but that's fine. Probably not a flask's worth of damage. Gimme, 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 gimme. Alright, yeah, we're good. That was worth it. Still forgot to buy Starlight Shards from the merchant, though. I'll have to buy some before the boss. I should have enough to buy before the boss, too. Alright, let's see what we got. This is gonna be... I don't know what this is. It's not Draconic. It's not... It's not, the, Commander. Get him. There we go. Come on. I don't want to waste another spell on you. There we go. Crucible Knight and Hippo. Alright, see what Hippo does. Is Hippo gonna aggro to me? Yes, he is. See if I can get that frost on him. Be nice. Oh, I'm out of frost. Dang it! And I got grabbed. They need to be careful. I can probably take him out with this. A couple of these. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. The rain got him. Perfect. All right. On to the Crucible Knight. Gonna be kind of careful here. And I could just take him out with this. Problem is he blocks a lot. Almost got him. There we go. Success. We got tons of runes. We'll probably get to level 15. Character skill cooldown. And physical attack power plus 9. Holy smokes. Yeah, I'll take that. Because I got a plus 6 earlier. And I think they stack. I want to see the way that the Knight 2 storm damage is. Like, I'm not going to be able to get to that merchant. There's no way. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to get to that merchant for Starlight Shards, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to buy the ones. Hope and pray I don't need more than one Winding Grace. So Winding Grace first, levels second. Starlight Shards third. Guess we'll go with one of these two. All right, we're in good shape. I mean, this ain't a bad build. As long as you don't get grabbed. That poison on him. And I say as long as you don't get grabbed, and there I am getting grabbed. Because a grab is an instant, almost instant death. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm playing this about as poorly as it can possibly be played. Got the poison on him, that's good. Oh, I'm taking poison build up here. I realized when I started the fight, I used a flask instead of my... Crap, I jumped at the wrong time. Go ahead and ult here. This is grab because of it. That was a good ult. Whoops. He ran away. It's bad. Dang it, he got me when I was healing. He's gonna do his big ol'... Yep. Did the right time there. Dang it, I took a big face shot. Okay, that was a good jump there. Ooh, got the stagger. I'm just going to wail on him, restage, and we're done. All right, that was good. Didn't use any of my reses, but came very close to using a res. Got the win there. Oof. Yeah, that staff ended up being a really good buy. I mean, to the extent that you can utilize her really high intelligence, scaling, it's going to help you. But also, I mean, that dagger, especially with the poison and frost capabilities on it. I mean, it does insane damage, especially when you pair it with the restage. Let's see, do I want any of these? Not really. Okay, so we can now progress her quest line. Chapter 2, a letter from the Iron Menial written after the Wilder was summoned to the Round Table Hold. I trust that our newly welcomed champion has had a moment to gain his bearings. He appears to have sustained injuries in the outside world before he was drawn here. Rest assured, I will make certain that he is properly cared for. In any case, I'm delighted to welcome a new knight fair to our family. He seems to be the master of a very large sword. No doubt he will make good use of our campaign against the knight. And then chapter 3. A routine letter from the Iron Menial containing everyday affairs. Baking the bread you requested is proving to be far more difficult than expected. I've recruited the raider to assess the results of my trials, and surely this will help me approach your specifications. Which reminds me, the raider said he wishes to speak to you about something. Perhaps you may pay him a visit. All right, so we can begin this remembrance. All right. So our first order of business is to talk to the raider.
Do you have a moment? Something's been troubling me. Maybe you could help. It's the lad with the great sword. He seems off. Just stares into the distance when I talk to him. I have an inkling the constant combat might be taking its toll. Maybe you'd have better luck than me if you tried to get him to talk. Can you check on the lad with the great sword?
Okay. So now we got to talk to the Wilder.
Well, I take it you need something. Come back once I finish mending my tools. All right?
Now we got to go back to the raider.
So, how was he? Not looking good, I take it. Times like these, finding something simple to focus on can help clear the mind. Maybe you could get him something to tune up his weaponry. Keeping a trusted tool in top condition always makes me feel better, for one.
All right, so now I got a new personal objective, and that is to find armament maintenance materials in Limveld. But that's going to require another expedition, so we are going to do that in the next episode. For now, we'll go on and change Duchess's outfit. Take her. I'm going to give her, let's see. This looks very classy. But then you have the Wraith outfit. That's kind of a tribute to Dark Souls 1. So which one do I want? Do I want the classy Duchess or do I want the Dark Souls Duchess? I'm going to go with the Wraith. And purchase it with Merc. There we go. I mean, she looks rather menacing. Not as beautiful, but, you know, definitely a force to be reckoned with. Got the Dark Wraith armor here. Pretty cool. All right, so I think that's what we're going to call it for here. We'll save the expedition for the next episode where we cover her Remembrance. And we'll go from there. So appreciate y'all watching, and we will catch you guys next time. See you later.